Alrighty guys, welcome back to Star Wars Review. Today I am doing a review of Star Wars The High Republic, A Test of Courage, which was written by Justine Ireland, and it came out on January 5th, 2021. And it was the first junior middle grade novel in the High Republic series, which I don't really read the junior novels very often. In fact, the only other one I've read is Ezra's Gamble, the Rebels tie-in, which I did a review of that last year. But this novel, I wasn't super into the first half of it, but the second half I was a lot more into it. And more importantly, the last 4 to 5 chapters I was really into. But I'm not gonna get into big spoilers for this review, I should say, also, so don't worry about that. So read some stuff from the early on in the book I wrote about, but I'm not gonna get too big in spoilers. But the story in this novel isn't a big, huge story like Light of the Jedi. It's much smaller scale, mainly because it only follows the 4, I guess technically 5 main characters after they survive the destruction of Republic ship, the Steady Wing, and them surviving on this jungle moon called Wevo. And there's some Nile involved, only 2 members of Nile, and they don't have a huge presence in the story. But I really liked how the characters react to it all and whatnot. Definitely the 2 Jedi, Vernestra Rao, a 16-year-old Jedi Knight, and Amiri, a Jedi Padawan, who lost his master in the destruction. He's probably my favorite character from the novel. I really liked, his character arc through the story. Like I said, I'm not gonna get in this big spoilers, and that's kind of spoilerish territory, but I really liked just his character arc through the novel, and relationship between the Jedi and whatnot. And then there's other characters, Avon Starrose, who's the ancestor of Sana Starrose from the comics and whatnot. She also has a droid named J6. Or was it J? Yeah, it was J6. Which is another sassy droid, which I was like, there's so many of those types of droids. But Avon was interesting. With her mother being a senator, and her, a little mention of some trauma from her past. I mean, it really wasn't super explored. Other than that, she's, a scientist, or a young scientist. Very unpredictable, I guess. So, yeah, like I said, she's interesting character. Obviously, doesn't have that big of a character arc in the story, but then there was another character, a boy named Honesty, who's son of an ambassador from the planet Dalnan, which his father died in the explosion of the Steady Wing, like Amiri's master, and seeing him deal with that trauma and whatnot, and kind of leads down the same path as Amiri. But and other than that, whatever, I really didn't care super much for him. But like I said, I did enjoy the characters, definitely the Jedi characters. Interested to see where the story goes next. And this novel was very, like I said before, simple. It doesn't go super deep into the characters. Obviously, there's the characters are the big focus of the story, and does get into them definitely. Amiri, which, excited to see where they go next. And Out of the Shadows, next young adult novel, which will be written by Justine Ireland. We know Ernest Thoreau and Avon Stars will be in it, and Amiri will most likely be in it also. So, excited to see where the characters, go there, and definitely being a young adult novel, get explored more deeper in that story. So, yeah, but this novel, it was alright. Like I said earlier, I wasn't super into the first half, which, dragged the story down for me a little bit. But the second half, I was much, much more intrigued, mainly just where, some of the characters went. But, the non-character stuff, the galactic state of the galaxy, I guess, that's not explored in this novel, because that's explored in Light of the Jedi. I believe this takes place, because in Light of the Jedi, in the end, was, the final chapter is a Starlight Beacon at its opening or whatever. And I believe this story mainly takes place in between, that chapter of Light of the Jedi and the chapter before that in Light of the Jedi. Because, there's a little time skip there. I believe this story takes place mainly there. So, there is some mention of, what's going on, but there's not it's not a big focus in this story. So, yeah, but and like I said, it's more is about the characters and what they're doing to survive on this moon. But yeah, I guess one of the main questions with this, if it's a story you should skip, which right now I'm not sure. Depends on how Out of the Shadows is. If you need to know the events of this novel, which right now I would say yes, you probably would. But I haven't read that novel yet because it's not out yet. So, that it all depends on how, that novel, takes the characters and what's mentioned. But, if you liked Light of the Jedi and from the other High Republic stories, I'd say this is a good read. But doesn't, have any major, revelations, I guess, to the full-blown High Republic story. At least doesn't seem like to have any right now. But it still was a solid read. Definitely, is a more Amiri the Jedi Padawan. I really liked his character arc in it. But yeah, the book, I'll give it my grade. I'll give it a B. So yeah, solid story. Definitely the second half. But yeah, anyways, so I didn't get super deep into spoilers. I do want to do a bigger spoiler video after Into the Dark comes out, and I read that, just going over Light of Jedi, this novel, Test of Courage, and Into the Dark, all in one video. So gonna check that out whenever that eventually comes out. But yeah, next I'll have a review of the first issue of the Marvel comic, which you can check out. But in the meantime, you can check out my review on Light of the Jedi and some of the other High Republic content I've done. But for now, I've been Stars, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.